Hey, what's up, peeps? What's up, peeps? Stonewall Jackson's Way 2. Started this last night, busted out the first two turns, and yo, we're like I got a good game going, so I wanted to go to turn 3 where shit really starts happening. I'm supposed to be, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Well, not screwing around playing GCACW, I'll tell you that. Um, One moment. Hold on, I just want to copy something for someone. Copy and get rid of this. I want to invite somebody to this chat right now. Hold on. Discord. Hold on, I just want to invite somebody and then we'll get right into the game. Hold on. What is he on? He's on general. One moment. I'm streaming this right now. All right, hold up. All right, one moment. Yeah, let me. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Where's my regular? I gotta get out of Discord. We'll make this work. Oh, there it is. But wait a minute. Why am I not in here? Ugh. Wait. Let me hit cancel. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back in business. We're back in business. So, yeah. So, anyways, okay. Let me get back to this. I just wanted to send an invite to somebody who's considering doing SJW as a new player. I'm like, well, come check this shit out and see what's going on. Anyways, so last night we played the first two turns. Actually, I played them, and I'm not just playing them. I'm trying to give little strategy tips and explain rules as I go along. And I think it worked out kind of well. It was like a 2 hour. It was like a 2 hour video, and then at the end of the night, I kind of had to tone it down because right in the next room, wifey was going to bed, so I had to like be really quiet. But we can let it rip now. She's at work. I'm supposed to be painting the hallway, but forget that crap, right? Anyway. So let's look at the situation. Let me bring up the situation. Let me move out a little bit. So what you have, and I don't want to get deep in depth to everything that I'm talking about, but what you have going on right here is we've done two turns, and the Union, as you can see, has basically retreated to the safety of the rivers. There they are right there. Jackson's bearing down on them, but for most of the game, it was all about what Longstreet's doing. What's Longstreet's up to? And there you go. There's more of the Union hiding behind the other side of the Rappahannock. But look, Longstreet being very, very, very aggressive, they managed to get across the Rappahannock just in case that random events roll goes into rain mode. You know what I'm saying? And so they wanted to be really aggressive and get that. Shit, the box just fell. Hold on. They wanted to be really aggressive and get some units across the river in case random events yield a rain event. And who the hell needs that? So here we go. Let's just get into turn 3, man. I don't want to bog this down as to what happened last night because people can watch what happened if they're really interested. I get most of my views from when I post this on shit. One moment. This guy's asking me a question. All right. All right. So, anyways, and so that's what we have right now. So let's get right into turn 3. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and Let's maximize this picture just a little bit because I hate it when it's really small. Let's focus on Longstreet and M right now. Okay, anyway, so let's get into the sequence of play. Turn 3, random events. So the two big things that happen on turn 3 are these. 1/1 activation rolls, possible end of turn. We had 3 of them in turn 2, but they didn't mean shit in turn 2. So they matter now going forward, starting with turn 3. Random events, also a turn 3 thing going forward. So let me go ahead and let's roll for random events. Here we go. This is a big roll. Random events is 5. And what does that mean? 5 is accelerate reinforcements Confederates, which is a big nothing burger because they get nothing on the next turn. So it's NE. Did I just close the game out? I closed the game out. Dumbass. Hold on, guys. I gotta go. I hit the wrong button, and that makes me a buffoon. Oh, God. So they rolled a 5, which is accelerate Confederate reinforcements. I'm going to try to get this back up. Load save game. Next. What a doofus. What a doof. Strategy. Open. God, what a dumbass. Next. Observer. Finish. Okay, so I got it. I gotta get it back up to the stream. File, scenario, log or game. And again, so I already have it up. Okay, so let me get this up. Idiot. Idiot. Okay, so there's the game. Click. Click. Now I got to get it back into StreamYard. How are we going to pull this off? Present. Share screen. Can we do it? Window. Yeah, there we go. We're back in business. I don't need this. This I don't need. Vassal modules. Share. Okay, hide. Is that what we got going on? Technical difficulties. Okay, and I just want to go close this. I want to Vassal modules. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Discord. We don't need Discord on either. Okay, so that's what we're showing right now. Okay, so we rolled a 5. We rolled a 5, and there's no. Okay, hold on. Let me just get in here. All right, we rolled a 5, and that's accelerate reinforcements, and it's. What are we talking about? All right, a reinforcement phase. No. Okay, random events was accelerate reinforcements. That's a nothing burger. Reinforcement phase, again, nothing. Leader transfer phase. Indeed, indeed. Let's look at what the Union has to do, their leader transfers first. Let's move out a little bit, start from top to bottom. I'm sure they might have some. Siegel is right there. Actually, Siegel is going to move to Milroy and them, all right? Okay, so he's going to do that. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And then McDowell, do you want to do anything? No, you do not. What about Pope and Banks? Pope and Banks. Do you want to do anything, Pope and Banks? Huh. I think he'll stay where he is. What about Reno? Reno, what are you going to do? You're going to stay with Stevens? Okay, that's cool. Let me minimize out here. And I think that's it for the Union for their leader transfers. Let's look at the... Okay, Jackson, do you want to do anything? Nope, he does not. What about Longstreet? Does he want to do anything? Oh, that's a possibility going forward here. Yeah, I would say Lee and Longstreet want to move to D.R. Jones. Let's move to D.R. Jones. Solid. What about Stewart? Is he happy where he is? Yes, he is. And that is going to do it for leader transfer. Let's bring this up again. The supply line not to turn 6. Supply line status not to turn 6. Attachment no. Action cycle phase. Here we go. Now, let's look at the big time situation right here. Before we proceed, I can't wait. All right, so let's see. Let's start. I want to get everything in, but I don't want to minimize too small. So there you go, up north of Culpeper right there, still in Culpeper County. There's Jackson's crew right up here, and he's got Siegel in front of him based on the other side of the Hazel River, for what that's worth. And then down here, McDowell's big guns are right there, opposed by nobody. There is an opening right here on the river, and I guess we're just happy that it's not rain this turn. And then you have Reno's crew and Banks's crew right here opposing Longstreet, who gotten across the river with the majority of his forces because, they were being proactive against a possible rainy random event. And that's where it stands right here. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, shall we? As always, the Union's the first of two numbers. Ready? So it's a tie. It belongs to the rebels. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight to Jackson's crew. Okay, let's go ahead and maximize that a little bit. There's a situation with Jackson's crew. They are exhausted, but they have no fatigue, but they're going to change that right about now. And let's look out at the big picture. What does Jackson want to do? Now, we had talked about yesterday in strategy for both sides how the rebels need to push the envelope. They do not want to get bogged down with any street fights with the Union. They want to move. They want to be maneuverable. They want to get to where they're going. All right. They don't want to be bogged down with the Union. But that is to say, if the opportunity presents itself to kill Union forces, that they will take it. But right now, what are they going to do? Well, here's what they're going to do. They're going to activate the whole crew right here. And here it is. They're going to fatigue 1. I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm activating all of them. Fatigue 1. Okay. And here's the all-important movement roll. If they get to 6, it goes to 8. Now, when you're the rebels and you have 8 movement points, you want to take off and haul ass. Do you want to get in a street fight with the Union? No, you do not. So let me move out. I constantly need to move out to see the big picture. Do they just want to go around them? Let me look at Siegel. Let me see what Siegel's got going on. Actually, they're going to do... Okay, Tally's going to go first, and he's got 8. Actually, Hill's going to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Hill's gonna go. Actually, Ewell's gonna go first. We're gonna activate Ewell. So he's got 8 now. Now he's gonna go over Hill right here. Screw this, man. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. What is the best way to do this? No, yeah, Ewell's going to go first. Here he goes. No, you got a hold of all of them. All right, go ahead, Ewell. 1, no, that's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Tally, go ahead and blow this guy away. So Tally's going to go, he's going to do a hasty, on 60 New York, which leaves him with 7 movement points. Okay, 7 movement points. He's going to do a hasty. Let me go ahead and write this out. Hasty -1, water -1, and notice that 60th New York is not, he's not cavalry. Okay, backspace, and here's what we got. Let's go right into tactical. Tactical is going to be a +3. Wait a minute, +3, dude. No. Okay. And then the ratio on that is going to be, are we talking 14-1? Is that a plus, what is that, a +10? We'll max that out with a +10 and call it ratio. So this is going to be just maxed. This attack right here. This is going to be maxed. So what is the max? The max is, it's going to be a +10, right? Does the New York have anything else going for it? Artillery is going to be a big fat NE. Now again, he's using one of his 8 movement points, so he's got 7 left. So we're just going to say, Rebs +10. 60 New York, you're not long for this world. Okay, here's the roll on that. It's 5-5, the +10 stands up, and that is going to be a big, fat 3DR. We don't even have to write that down, so he's eliminated. Delete his ass, go up to the track, and the track is saying one more dead Union guy. Taliaferro, did you suffer anything from that? What are you, a 14? No, you did not. A big fat A. Will he advance? I think that's negative. He's not going to advance. So he has 7 movement points. Ugh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that gets him right there. And then Jackson is going to do the same thing here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I kind of see what they're going to do. The Union better hope they get this Annette. Here's the Annette. It is Union Annette. Okay, so they might luck out here, or stop, alleviate some of the damage. So they're going to activate all of Siegel's boys. Fatigue, increase, 1 die for movement. Oh, wow, they get a big fat 7. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. So look at this. Schneck is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try something else with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Schneck's going to do this. Watch this. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and then Schurz is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess these other 2, are they going to march in place? Is that what they're going to do? They're going to march in place? Actually, Milroy is going to go... No, you know what? They're going to stay right there. All right, pretty good move by the Union. Not bad. Let's see if we have any questions by our studio audience here. We got one person. Yeah, it costs 2 MP to enter the Yule Hex. Yes, that's because he's over like 11 manpower. 11 manpower on what is it, clear terrain. Seems to me that Telford could have made it to 1913. I don't know about that, but you could be right. But they're actually gonna just leave it right there. All right, let me go back to. So, anyways, let's see. A knit die. That was a good move by the Union, actually. A knit die roll. 6-5 belongs to the Union again. Wow. Okay. What are they going to do? Are they going to go on the offensive against these guys? I think not. They don't have the balls to do that against Jackson. But they're sitting in pretty good position. Let's see if there's something else they want to do somewhere else. Okay, let's look at the rest of the front. Hold on. Yeah, there's actually other shit that they want to do. First of all, how about they're going to leave Beardsley there. Buford can move 1 hex. Buford is going to move one hex, or is he? How about, or actually, before we do that, let's move Griffin. Griffin's going to go 1 hex. Fatigue. 1 die. He gets to go 4. That might be a help. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is sort of a big help right there. Good move. Union's moving pretty well here. A knit die roll. It's 2-1. Belongs to the Union again. I think they're going to move Buford this time. Fatigue. 2 die. A massive 11, and I know right where I want them to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right in there with Bayard. And doing that gives them a +2 modifier for being a large force. Just doing that. A knit die roll. Unions is carrying the action right here, and looks like they're doing pretty smart moves. Wow, where's the rest of 5th Corps, AOP? We got to get them headed towards the action. We go down to Aquia Station right here, and Reynolds is ready to move out. Let's see, is he the only one? Yeah, he's the only one. So Reynolds is going to move. I'll just put him right here for fatigue and see what he rolls. 1 die. So he moves 3. Well, he's moved 1 so far, 2, 3. A knit die roll, 2 die. 3-4 belongs to the Rebs. Now, after a flurry of Union activity, what are the Rebs going to do? I think they may go back to Jackson. What's the deal, Jackson? Are you just going to like try to get through these guys here? What are you going to do? Wow. It's not going to be easy. All right. Well, we're going to do this the hard way. We're going to do this the hard way. AP Hill will... They want to do something here. They want to blow through these guys. But it might be easier to blow through Milroy and Steinware, who are only a 5. And when it comes to 5 or 7 behind a river, you'd much rather go with 5. But the problem here is they actually don't even have to do that. But they're not going to try to like jump around on the far side of the river where the Union isn't. They're just going to, I think they're going to just go through and try to blast these fools. Okay, AP Hill. Yeah. Let's just do this. Let's go this route. AP Hill. He's actually gonna move and get on the stack. So he goes to fatigue 2. All right, and they're gonna min move. He has to do an EM first. Here's he's gonna min move to tally, but here's his EM roll. He rolls a 1. He's good. So he just min moves to tally to right there. A knit die roll, 2 die. 5-5 tie belongs to the Union. So this might be the first big battle of the game right here. Jackson and them, they really don't want to do this attack, but time constraints are telling them they need to act here, and they can blow out Sigel's Corps by taking on Jackson. I mean Shirts. So let's do that. They're gonna do a he's gonna do an assault on Shirts. Okay, everybody takes a fatigue. That's the first thing. Hold on. Everybody takes a fatigue. Why is this so hard for me to do this? All right, everybody takes a fatigue. All right, now here's the command roll. Remember, Jackson's a 7. If he rolls a 6, there's no assault. He wants to roll as low as possible. Now, they're committing to an assault here. Here's the roll. Oh, they rolled a 1. So all 3 units get to jump in on this battle. And I'm going to have to type all this. So this is going to be massive right here because you've got 28 and 18. What is that, 46? It's 46 to 7. And, okay, 7 goes into, it's going to be a 6, because 7 times 7 is 49. So it's going to be 6, which is ratio plus 5. Assault plus 1. Jackson bonus plus 1. That's plus 1. Water is -2. Did I do tactical? Nope. Tactical is plus 3. Wow, these numbers here are massive. And we'll go over them. Artillery is we have 3. It's 11 to 3 on rough. I have no idea what that is. Let's go check it out. 11 to 3 on rough is a plus 8 on rough, which is a possible plus 1. So we got to do an artillery roll. Control C. I'm going to copy this, delete it, and let's do our artillery roll. Arty roll. So basically, I think it's if it's even, the plus 1 applies. Here's the arty roll. It's odd, so nothing applies. So we put this shit back up. Okay, so there's no artillery. So let's go through the whole rigmarole here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, flank bonus, no. Artillery modifiers, no. Defenders flanks refused, no. Assault, yes. Ratio, yes. Tack, yes. Rain turn, no. And it is an assault, so all right, we got everything. So let's go over this. So the ratio's plus 5. The assault is plus 1. Jackson bonus plus 1. Water's -2. Tactical's plus 3. Let me see if these guys in the peanut galley. Yeah, the river's a -2. I got that. All right, so we're back to that. And so the gist of this is plus 6. Plus 7, plus 10, -2. I have Rebs plus 8. Rebs plus 8. Rebs plus 8. Let me go over that again. Ratio plus 5, assault 6, Jackson bonus 7, tacticals 10, take away 2 for the water. It's Rebs plus 8. That's the power of friggin' Jackson when you roll a 1 and all 3 units can get in on this assault. It's not even a grand assault. So here we go. Union's the first of 2 numbers. So it's a 4-4. The plus 8 holds up. This could possibly be a Union panic situation. Let's look at it. So the plus 8 holds up on a 7. It's going to be 3 DR, not quite Union panic. All right, geez, what do you got to do to get Union panic? 3 DR on a 7 with an asterisk. That's double demoralized. Where's the asterisk at? And then for the, now that was, what was it? It was a massive 46 for the rebels. They may even lose a guy. 46 for the rebels on 8. They actually do lose a guy. 1A. That is amazing. 1A. And they'll take that. They'll take that. Considering the situation was pretty bad. You had a 7 on across from a river. That was a bad situation. So let's do the rebels first. They're going to lose 1 guy, and that will come off the AP hill. He's going to take the hit. Manpower, decrease manpower. All right. I'm going to go up to the victory points, and we have our first dead rebel of the game. All right. That's it. Now we do the feds. The feds are going to lose 3, so they get the whole ball of wax. Fatigue. Pick up 3 fatigues, which is going to max these guys out. They go to wait a minute, manpower disorg, and take 3 guys away from them. Decrease manpower, and guess what? Decrease manpower, and they get double demoralized. And they got to go back. Oh, and because they're routing, that's going to be a victory point for the rebels. It's important to note that in this scenario, this campaign scenario, we have that routing rule. So that is a victory point for the Rebs. So they just picked up a victory point for, that's their first route apparently. And these guys got to go back 4 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll take the extra 1 to 5 to right there. Yeah, definitely. Now the rebels get to advance, and the whole damn crew is going to advance across the river. Good job, fellas. Good job. Good rolling on that friggin' command roll. They got a 1. It's the best you can get. All right, here we go. Let's go back down 1. That's the situation right now in a die roll. It's a 4-1, and that is going to belongs to the Union. So what do we have here? I think Siegel and them are going to... I think these guys are going to back up. Siegel's going to activate this crew right here. Fatigue, increase. Fatigue, increase. I think that's kind of a no-brainer that they need to do something and get out of here. 1 die for movement, +1. Wow, they get the big 7. Okay, again, I gotta keep switching the resolution to see what I want to do. They get the big 7. I think with that being the case, they should back up over here. They're going to move as a group, assuming that the Steinwehr moves first for stacking purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right there. All right, a knit die roll, 2 die. 6, 5. They get this again. I think possibly Schneck should move this time. Schneck, he's going to go to fatigue 2. 1 die. He rolls a 6. Where does Schneck want to be? But I think he's basically can only do this unless he wants to go around. Where do you want to be, Schneck? For the purposes of this, why don't you just go here? 1, 2. Let's take that back. Let's look at this a little more. He could go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think for the purposes of this, he's just going to go right here for right now. All right, so that's the situation up here in front of Jackson's crew. They beat the hell out of the Union, but look, the Union stays ahead of them, keeps themselves ahead of the rebels, and that is all they want to do pretty much. Yeah, Jackson's a blast, man. When he's rolling and they have fatigue, it could be devastating. All right, so that was their roll, a knit die roll. It's 6-3. Union continues to carry the play here. Yeah, I think Jackson and them are pretty much almost spent for this turn. They really don't want to. I don't know if they want to push it some more. But anyways, the Union's going to look down here to see what they want to do. Do they want to sound a general retreat? Possibly. Let's get Reynolds to go again. He's got a lot of territory to cover. Increase fatigue. Reynolds, let's get you going. 1 die for movement. 3. 1, 2, 3. A knit die roll, 2 die. 1, 2 belongs to the Rebs. All right. Let's see if Jackson wants to push anything. Notice how the Union still, I mean, they took their losses, took a licking, keep on ticking. They're still like ahead of the rebels, and they're on the other side of a water barrier, and that's, I mean, that's it could be worse. Let's see if Jackson wants to push it. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. So let's go back down to Longstreet and see what they want to do. They actually have significant Union forces in front of them. They got across the river, but there wasn't rain this turn. But there just could have easily have been rain. Okay, rebels, what do you want to do? You really don't want to fight these guys, but if you got to do it, you got to do it. D.R. Jones, they're going to activate D.R. Jones by his lonesome. Okay, solid. He goes to 2, fatigue. Okay. D.R. Jones goes to 2. If he's going to do movement, the first thing he's got to do is, we're going to do his EM. Let's run the movement first. Here's his movement roll. So it's 4 plus 2 is 6 movement points. Here's his EM roll. It's a 1. He's good. So he's got 6 movement points, and here they go. 1. He's got 5 left. Now that was not Zoc to Zoc movement. Okay, he moved into a Zoc, but he did not originate in a Zoc. So he still has 5 movement points, and it's like Bayard and Buford. What do you want to do? So they're 3, and they're facing 14 right now, and these guys are definitely going to bounce. So when you have 2 Confederate guys in the same hex, they're going to retreat together, and they're going to roll 1 die. Okay, so everybody picks up a fatigue. Yeah, everybody picks up a fatigue. All right, and Bayard has to disorganize. Okay, now what they don't want to do is roll a 1. You don't want to do that. You don't want to roll a 1. All right, here's their roll. And oh, by the way, they have a very large force modifier of +2, because when you have 3 combined manpower, and they started before they flipped, they had 3 in there, so it's going to be a +2 modifier on this roll. Union doesn't want to roll a 1. They roll a 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's going to cost Lee and them 2 movement points, which takes them from 5 to 3. Okay. These guys are going to bounce out 4 to 6. Interesting. They can't really go here. Actually, they almost could, but they're not moving farther away. They can't really go here. That's a zone of control. They kind of really have to go here. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3 hexes, and then they'll go here. If they move on top of Reno, they're not moving farther away. Will they actually do 6? No, they'll stay right there. They'll actually. Shit. Let me minimize, and they're actually going to take the other 2. 1, 2. They'll go up there. All right, so let's count it out. Let's do that again. Let's just count it out again. They were right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Lee and them have 3 movement points left. Remember? Yeah, you do. 3 movement points, and they're gonna kick it up here. 1, 2. Is that a Zoc? Is that a Zoc? Is that a Zoc? I don't know that it is. Yeah, it might be a Zoc. Okay, well, either way, since I don't have the definitive word on that, I think he's going to stop right there anyway. A knit die roll, 2 die. 1-2 belongs to the rebels. Let's look at the big picture here. Yeah, so what do we do here? So that's the situation right here. What do they want to do? Wow. The Union's pretty much got them jammed up a little bit here, and they don't have that much fatigue to play with. They really don't have that much fatigue. And Kemper and Hood they're already reduced. Griffin's kind of hosing them. Griffin is hosing these guys. I think we're going to bring Stewart around. Stewart, let's get into the war. So Stewart and both of his guys are... I don't even think they could do much about this. This is a bad situation. Or actually, they could blow Beardsley away. Let's do that. Stewart's going to take both of these guys with him. And we're going to go make life miserable for Beardsley. Fatigue, increase, 2 die plus 3. So they get 14 movement points. Wow. Here they go. They're traveling together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 movement points. And they're going to do 4 movement points. They had 14, so they got 10 left. They're going to use 8 on a prepared attack. Is that what they're going to do? Yeah. They're going to use one of these guys for a prepared attack. And that's going to be, it doesn't even matter. They're going to use Robertson for a prepared attack. So again, they have 10, and they're going to use 2 for a prepared attack Robertson. Okay, and all right, let's write it down. So it's prepared plus 1. Attack plus 2. That's not all that. And then they have the ratio is 2 to 1.5. That's plus 3. Ratio plus 3, and no artillery. So is there anything else here? Robertson does a prepared attack. He's got 2 movement points left, and prepared 1. Tactical 2, and ratio plus 3. So that's going to be rebels plus 6. Rebs plus 6. Here's the roll. 2 die. 2, 3. So they pick up 1. So let's see if that's enough to kill Beardsley. So it's going to be a 7 on the first column. It is a 1 DR. Even if they didn't pick up 1, they still would have killed him, whether it would be on a plus 6 or plus 5. So Beardsley ceases to exist. He's dead. Delete. No. Delete. Okay, and go up to the victory point. We got another dead Union guy. And now let's see if the rebels suffered any kind of, they were a 2 plus 7. They get to advance, which they will decline that. Now, Robertson, here's the interesting thing. He has 2 movement points left, and F. Lee has 10. Okay, so Robertson is going to go, well, actually, he'll go. Robertson goes 1. Okay, and F. Lee can go 10. He's going to go the long way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Solid. There's the situation right there. And I believe that we are going to go ahead and roll in it, die roll, 2 die. The Union has them jammed up right here, man. They are jammed up pretty much. And it die roll, 2 die. It's 1-5. It belongs to the Rebs. Okay. Okay. Huh. Wow. I think we'll activate... Man, I hate the woods because it kind of... It just kind of messes things up. So I'm going to call... What they're going to do is they're going to activate Wilcox. They'll activate Wilcox. And Griffin and Lee and Longstreet will move to him. They're going to activate Wilcox, fatigue. Lee and Longstreet will move to him. And here's his roll, 1 die. Wow, he only gets to go 3 movement points. Underwhelming. Union's playing this well. They're going to go right here. And I'm going to make a ruling right here. I'm not 1,000% sure on this. I'm going to say that when they move from here to here, they're starting in a non-Zoc. Because the road going through that woods doesn't allow Griffin to project a Zoc into that hex. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I'm not 1,000% sure, but what that means is they could move there without the benefit of the road, and because it's without the benefit of the road, they will not be disorganized. Okay, that's how I'm going to play that. So they go right there. They have to stop, and here's the init. It's 3-1 Union. At this point, Griffin can see the writing on the wall, what they're going to try to do here. So they are going to, he's going to activate, increase, fatigue, and he's going to roll for movement. And it's a 2, and here's his EM roll. 6, he does flip. You are flipping, my man. Manpower disorganized, and you get 2, which is actually a 1 because you're in a rebel Zoc, so he can move out 1 hex. You got to hand it to the Union. They're stymieing them, and that's not good for the rebels. I mean, where are they going? They haven't gotten past the Union forces here. Nit die roll 2 die. 1-6 belongs to the Rebs. What are they going to do here? They really don't have the strength to blast these guys. Do they want to do an assault on Ferrero? But even if you get a successful thing against Ferrero, you really... I think they might do that. I think they may assault Ferrero. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to start blasting these guys. This could go horribly wrong. So they're going to activate Wilcox for the assault. They got a great assault last time. Increased fatigue. So this is going to be an assault on Ferrero. Okay. So Here is the command roll. It's 2. It goes through. Now, this is the all-important grand assault roll to try to bring Dr. Jones into this. Okay? Here's the grand assault roll. It's a 4. Because Lee's a 5, it does go down. So Dr. Jones needs to pick up a fatigue. So these two guys are grand assaulting Ferrero. Wowzers. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got 9, so it's 23 to 7. 23 to 7 is ratio 2 to 1. Plus 2. Assault. Plus 1. Lee bonus. Plus 1. Let's talk about artillery. What do we got here? We've got 2 and 4. It's a plus 2. That's going to be an NE. What else? What else is there? Oh, tactical. Tactical plus 2, right? I do believe we have a plus 2 tactical. That may be it. We don't have any flanks, no artillery. And so what you have here is ratio 2, assault plus 1, Lee bonus. So is that a 6? Rebels 6 to 1? Rebs plus 6. Okay. And so we're going to go with the Rebs plus. They get a successful grand assault here, kid. Zoc, do not. What's going on here with my thing here? Why is my computer's board screwing up? I don't know. Okay, rule 2.4. Zoc does not extend across all water hexsides. I don't even know what that means, but maybe that was something earlier. How many? That was 3 minutes ago. Anywho, so we're gonna go. So let's go ahead and roll for this. Rebs plus 6. Here's the roll. They pick up a plus 2, so it's Rebs plus 8. And let's see what we have here. Rebs plus 8, and it's a 7. Rebs plus 8. It's 3D. Oh, just like the last one. 3DR, double demoralized. 3DR, double demoralized. And now these guys are 23 on a plus 8 for the attackers. 23 plus 8. It's just going to be an A. All right. Another great attack by the rebels. What the hell is... Why is my shit so sticky here? All right. So let's go ahead and do this. So they get an A. Ferraro is going to take an ass whipping right here. Fatigue. Increase fatigue, increase fatigue, increase fatigue. Let's manpower disorg. Give him a double demoralized. Okay, and then there's something else. Oh, he has to lose 3 guys. Yeah, that's pretty important. Manpower. Decrease manpower. Decrease manpower. Decrease manpower. Did I take the manpower away from the last huge battle? I don't believe I did. I don't believe I did, because they lost 3 as well last time. And I know that the rebels have had 2 cav retreat losses. So if you had the 2 cav retreat losses plus the 3 that they suffered, it would have been at least 5. So I didn't take them away. So that 3 plus this 3 is going to be 6, which is going to take this to 10. Ugh. All right, and that goes back down to 0. So those are your true losses. I know they've had at least 2 cav retreat losses, and they've lost 6 on the last 2 attacks. So that would have been 8. I don't know what the other 2 are, but like I said, we played 2 turns here. And they're going to pick up the Rebs get a point for the route. That's the wrong thing. There's the point for the route right there. All right, solid. All right, good to know. And now they got to retreat 4 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what will they do? Now, how many hexes are they away from Lee right now? They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as they don't move any closer, they're going to go here, 5, 6. Are they still 5 away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. The Rebs can they can advance after combat. Do they want to do that? I think they will advance Dr. Jones up. They're going to advance his ass 1 to right there. Okay, good. All right, solid. Another kick-ass attack by the Rebels. What can I tell you? A nit die roll 2 die. 5-5 belongs to the Reb. Do they want to assault Reno? Wow. Do they want to pull the same shit against Reno? I'm thinking it'd be cool if they could get a flank on him. It would really be cool if they could get a flank on him. But the road network doesn't really work here for that. Do they want to try their luck with Reno? Reno is an 8. I got to tell you that. But if they let's move out one. I want to see if they blew Reno away, that would open up the road just straight ahead, nothing. If they could get Reno out of the way, I think this might be a bridge too far because they had 2 great assaults. But let's try it. But then again, you got Kemper and them. What if you move Kemper and them? I tell you what. He's an 8. What am I? A 9, 14. Don't really want to do it. He's an 8. Let's go ahead and activate F. Lee. Let's go ahead and activate F. Lee and Stewart. Take them to yellow. Fatigue. 2 die plus 3. So that's an 8. That's an 11, actually. And that may be... Let's see what you can do with 11 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 3 to go here. 9, 10, 11. That changes things. That changes things. Is F. Lee 25% of Reno? Indeed he is. 8 and 2. He is 25%. That may be a great, fantastic move. A nit die roll. Union, you better win this. It belongs to the Rebs. Now you do the assault because we got a full-ass flank on Reno, and that is a potential... that is a huge friggin' change of events. All right, so what do we got going on here? So let's do the. Someone had mentioned F. Lee. F. Lee he's fatigued too. He doesn't need an extended march. He does not have the exhausted banner. So Lee, we're going to activate Wilcox for an assault. This could blow up in my face, but they're 2 for 2 on assaults here. Increased fatigue. And Longstreet's going to activate for him for an assault on Reno. And the Union needs to win this. Otherwise, the path is clear for the Rebels. All right, so here it is. Here's the command roll. It's a 1. It goes forward. Now, here is the all-important grand assault. Okay, the Union, they can't have this. Here's the grand assault roll. Here it is. It's a 2. Both of those units can get in on this. Stewart and Dr. Jones. So the grand assault number is a 5. And they could have brought in three hexes. D.R. Jones goes to red, Stewart goes to orange. This is going to be devastating. You would think. Okay, so here's the grand assault. We'll start with the easy shit. Assault +1. Lee bonus +1. Full on flank +4, right? There's no woods there. That's just rough. And then we talk about ratio. 14 and 9 is 23 plus 2 is 25. 8 goes into 25 3 times, so it's ratio of +2. Oh my God, this is going to be bad. Ratio, did we even talk about tack? A tactical +1. +1. And okay, artillery is, they've got a 2, 1, 3, 5. It's +3. That's going to be an NE. So assault +1, Lee bonus, flank +4, ratio +2, tactical. So that's 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. Wow, Rebs +9. Damn. Here we go. Here's the roll. Let me check in with the Peanut Gallery, see what they say. If this march brings a unit on its normal size to a fatigue level 3-4 on a unit on an exhausted side, blah, 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 it's an extent. Huh? What is this? What is this shit? If the march brings a unit on its normal side to a new fatigue level 3 or 4. No, but it didn't take him. It did not take Stewart or F. Lee to 3. It took him to 2. Fatigue level 2, that is not correct. To a fatigue level 3 or 4, no. Or a unit, he's not on his exhausted size, so 2 doesn't apply. He has to be exhausted. He's not exhausted. It's all good. Let's go ahead and do this attack. As always, the Union's the first of 2 numbers. Whoa, so the Union fights back, picks up 4. So this nets out as Rebs +5. So they show a little fight in this right here. So let's see what we have. Let's do the Union first. Plus 5. It's still going to be bad, but it could have been devastating. So 5 is 2 DR, not the end of the world, but the way things are going. And now the rebels might lose some shit here. They are, again, 23, 25 on +5. It's going to be 1 EA. Okay, that could have been a hell of a lot worse than that. Okay, so let's do, I want to do Reno first on this. Let's do Reno. He's going to go 2 DR. All right, so this is, he picks up 3, fatigue 3, and he goes to disorg, and he's going to pick up a demoralized. Okay, and he loses 2 manpower, decrease manpower, decrease manpower, and he's got to go 4 to 6. So no matter where he goes, he's going to go into a zone of control. So at that point, move away from Lee and stay on a road, preferably. And that would be going this way. He could have went to 30-16, but he's not going to do that. He's going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll actually go right there and chill out. And now these guys are 1 EA. That means they can advance and end their action. So Lee and it might be better for DR Jones to do to advance right there. So, but first of all, who takes the loss? Who takes the loss? That's going to be DR Jones. He's going to take a loss. Fatigue. Manpower, decrease manpower. Okay, good. DR Jones is going to do the advance too because of the road network. We want him moving north. So that's what he does. He goes right there, and the whole, all the gang of them, it's an end action. And actually, they can both retreat, which they will. So I'll put Lee Stack in there as well. We could even put Stewart there, but we're not. Yeah, so let's go to the VP track right here. So what you have is 3 more dead Union guys. No, it's two dead. Let's do the rebel route thing. Goes up 1. Okay, we have a dead rebel, that's 1, and then we have 2 dead Union guys. That takes them up to 12. Solid. 3 great assaults, perfect assaults. I mean, they hit all their rolls, so that's not bad. They hit all their rolls, and that's where we are. A knit die roll, 2 die. It's a 6, belongs to the Rebs. So I think Kemper and them are going to move up. Maybe not Kemper, but I think Hood's going to move up once. Because Kemper has a chance of losing a guy in extended march. Hood will move up once, 1 die. He gets to go 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. He goes right there. A knit die roll, 2 die. It belongs to the Rebs again. So these guys are pretty much, they're exhausted. They're done. We will move Robertson up, though. We'll take him to 2. Increase fatigue. 2 die plus 1. It's going to be a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he gets back on there with Stewart. So, I mean, let's talk about this, man. Stewart swinging around the back end allowed that to go to a full-on flank, which, as it turned out, that was the move to make because that die roll cost you 4. And it was, I think it cost you 4. And good thing they got that flank, I'll tell you that. So the Rebels are having their way, but more importantly, they just cleared out this whole side, this road moving north. The Union did have them jammed up, no doubt about it. They were jammed up. So we roll a knit. Here we go. It's 4-6. It remains Rebel a knit. They're going to chill out over here. Yeah, I think they need to chill out. Let's go back over here. We're starting to get to the point where the Rebels are going to consider passing. But for right now, we're going to activate 2nd Virginia. Fatigue, increase, 2 die. And that's going to be 7. What do they want to do? Let's look at the big picture. What do they want to do? Yeah, what do they want to do? I think they're going to go over here. It's going to be 7. They got 7 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A knit die roll, 2 die. 1, 3. These guys again, they'll take it to 2. 2 die plus 1. It's going to be 10. And they're just going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. A knit die roll, 2 die. 1, 2 belongs to the Rebels. Now here we got to get moved. Anderson, we always forget about him. Look at Anderson and Evans are languishing in the back. Anderson will go. You know what? Here's the thing about these 2 guys. If you move them, if you don't move them, they'll be completely fresh next turn. So based on that, there's really no reason to move them. The Rebels were successful. There's really no reason to move them because if you don't, they'll be fresh next turn, and that's what we're going to go with. We're not going to move them. So let's widen out and look at this whole damn thing to see what's going on. I'm looking to see if the Rebs want to pass, is what I'm saying. Kemper doesn't want to move. All these guys here don't want to move. They had a successful attack. but they can't completely exhaust themselves more than they already are. Evans and Anderson are fresh if they don't move, which they're not going to do. And then you have Jackson and them off a friggin' fantastic assault. The Rebels had 3 fantastic assaults. I think they're going to chill. Yeah, they're actually. You know what? Ewell and Tally could go one more. Wow, they could go one more, but they're not. They're gonna stay where they are. Okay, so the Rebs pass. They pass over to the Union, and I'm gonna look at the Union starting from the top and move my way down. These guys are holding there. These guys are holding there. Schneck is right here. The question is it time to move Ricketts and King northward? Which they have to do something. Which threat are they going to respond to? I still feel that Longstreet's the bigger threat. But they're... Damn it. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move Ricketts and King, sort of. They're just going to move straight back at this point. Let's move them. Activate them 1. And move them back off the river. They're going to just go straight back. All right, 1 die plus 1. They actually can go 7, but we're not going to do that. Maybe I should move them to D. You know what? I am gonna commit to protecting against Jackson. I just changed my mind, and the reason that I'm changing my mind is because these guys down here dealing with Longstreet, they're about to get an infusion of manpower from Aquia Station. The rest of 5th Corps, the 1st AOP, Army of the Potomac reinforcements. So yeah, I will commit Ricketts and King towards Jackson. So they have 7 movement points. What would be the best way to do that? They're gradually going to move north. Okay, they're going to move north. Let's see how they're doing. They're kind of scared right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they move to right here. They want to stay between Fairfax County and Jackson if they can. So they're committing to dealing with Jackson's Corps. All right, at that point. Unit, die roll. 6-6 belongs to the Rebs. I think they may just go ahead and straight up pass here for the turn. Yeah, the Rebels are going to pass for the turn. Well, but they reserve the right to unpass, but they're passing right now. So that means, what are we going to do with the Union? Let's check out the northern part of the Union forces. Again, these guys behind rivers with McDowell's Corps moving into position. Let's see what happens. They're going to stay there. This guy right here, Purnell League, he's going to move down 1. Fatigue. We're just going to, let's go ahead and put something on that river crossing. 1 die. 4. 1, 2, 3. He goes to right there. Not bad. And it die roll, 2 die. Rebs pass. Union activation. All right. So, Union, what are you going to do about this situation down here? What are you going to do about it, Union? Going to leave Griffin right there. What about Reynolds? Reynolds going to go to 3. Fatigue, increase. 1 die. Movement. A 1. That sucks ass. And he's got to roll EM off of that. But he doesn't break. He's good. All right. Well, that was futile. And a die roll, 2 die. It's 3-6 belongs to the Rebs. Rebs pass to the Union. The Union, what are you going to do? So you have right here, you have 2 corps. Basically, well, you got 2nd Corps Banks. They're out of position. They need to relocate. One of them has an exhausted marker, so we're going to activate them. One fatigue, one die movement. It's going to be 4 plus 1 is 5. God, what to do? What to do here, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not going to work. The road network doesn't really help them. So Pope is going to do this. He has 5 movement points. And these rebel assaults are devastating, so he doesn't want to move next to them. 1 plus 3 is 4. And then green might do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just going to go. That's 3 to right there. Road network was really not a help to them. A knit die roll today. Rebs pass to the Union again. And what's the Union going to do? So what you have is both of Reno's divisions got absolutely mauled. So they're a little shell-shocked here. And what you're going to see is we're gonna activate green by his lonesome, because if you notice, Williams has the exhausted bar. He does not want to. He's going to have to roll EM if he activates. He's not. He's going to activate green by himself. Green's going to go to 2. He does not have the exhausted bar. 1 die plus 1 for movement. Oh, he gets a 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's going to be 3. And he's going to stay right there on the clear. Now, if you notice, these guys on the clear both have 4 artilleries. And if they stay on the clear, that's good. Don't move any farther. 4 artillery points on clear terrain is pretty powerful. If you move into the green, it becomes less of an advantage. So that's what they're going to do, a knit die roll. 5, 6 belongs to the Rebs. Rebs will pass to the Union. Griffin's not going to do anything. These guys, Reno's corps is devastated. Bayard and Buford have seen better days, and 6 New York has seen better days. So what they're counting on 5th Corps from Aquia Station to get their asses over there, and Morrill and Porter and Sykes don't come on until turn 4 and 5. So it's all about Reynolds. So the question is, do you want to take Reynolds to 4? He's probably going to flip, but you need to get his ass over there. They will do that. Okay, Reynolds, you're going to 4. Fatigue, movement, 1 die. A 3, mediocre. And here's your EM. It's a 2, so he doesn't flip. He's pretty exhausted now. He's all done. They've got to get 5th Corps over there, and they only move so fast. A knit die roll, 2 die. It's 3-1, belongs to the Union. Let me take like a little 15-second break and just look around here. And he's saying, why Williams rolls EM, why not move Anderson and Evans 1 more? Well, I had actually talked about that, and the reason why we're not going to do that, because if you don't move them, first of all, the rebels were very successful getting the Union out of their grills, so to speak. 2 successful assaults, and I had mentioned Evans and Anderson, if they don't move now, they will be fully fresh next turn. And I've decided to let them sit there and become fully fresh next turn. If I move them 1 time, they retain their exhaustion into the next turn. So that was the reasoning behind that. So, when you get into this situation where people or units are acquiring fatigue based on what the situation is, and the rebels just kicked the shit out of the Union, so why don't we let those guys just sit and become fresh for next turn instead of pushing them up? That was the reasoning behind that. So it's Union activation here. We're coming down to the end of this turn, it looks like. Again, up here by Jackson, Siegel's going to chill there. Shirts, he needs to. We moved McDowell's corps up to deal with Jackson and friends. And now what do we have over here? Yeah, it's the same thing. These groups look like they're somewhat coming together here. Green and Williams are staying in clear terrain. They don't want to push it because either one of those guys move, they're going to have to roll a net. EM. So that's it. You're always constantly weighing your fatigue versus the situation versus the risk of having to roll EMs for the Union. And let me tell you, what's his face right here? Williams, he's a 6. He does not need to go down to 4 if he fails an EM. He does not need to go down to 4. They are struggling to hold the rebels back, and what they're counting on is 5th Corps arriving from the other side, even though they're not tearing it up with their movement. Reynolds is here, and in the next turn you get one other unit. That's going to be Porter and Morrill, okay? And then after that, Sykes comes on board, so that'll be the complete 5th Corps, Army of the Potomac, the first reinforcements from the Peninsula crew. And then let's look at this right here. The Rebs are kind of beating their asses, but it's not like they have a complete... Not like the rebels have completely just broken through and there's no Union to be found. So the Union, they've taken their lumps, they're getting their asses kicked, but they're not in a bad position, okay? I've seen way worse positions than this. The Union is not, and they're counting on reinforcements coming on. It might be 2 or 3 turns. And they have one other thing that I want to talk about. Let's talk about, it's going to be a ways for, the Union has like 3 solid turns before they start getting big time reinforcements. But here's the other thing. The other fly in the ointment is this. Let me just bring that right back up here. 1, 2, 3. In 3 turns, the Rebs are going to... Here's what the Union can count on. There's 2 things that's going to be happening, anytime, but certainly within 3 turns. Number 1, rain turns. Okay, the Rebs are going to get hit with rain turns. And in a 15-turn game, there can be no more than 4 rain turns. So if there's... in random events, if you have 12 possible things that can happen and at least 3 of them are rain, that's 25% chance that when random events gets rolled, rain's going to come up. Okay, and then the other thing is in 3 turns you have supply issues. The supply tends to hit the rebels a lot worse than the Union. Okay, now it does vary, but it tends to hit the rebels a lot worse. So you're going to have supply and rain issues. The rebels have had like a perfect going here. Their assaults have all hit. There are 3 assaults. They have good weather. The Union's pretty much staying in front of them though, and they are taking some serious losses. But that's a situation here. Let me just make sure that everyone wants to pass. I think that's the situation. Everybody is going to pass. The Union is going to pass here. They defer to the Rebs, and the Rebs are going to pass. I'm going to minimize this and see if we have any other units on the outskirts that want to move. There's one with an 8, turn 8 activation. We're not there. Turn 4 is next turn. Turn 5, 2 turns away. And then we have some not released. For the Rebs, we talked about Evans and Anderson. They want to be fresh next turn. They're not really needed that much because, like I said, the Rebs had 2 highly successful assaults over here. And I think everybody is going to pass. How long is this damn video anyway? I mean, I've been playing for a while. Wow, an hour and an hour and 24 minutes. An hour and 24 minutes. Last night we went for the opening video of this campaign. We went for 2 hours, and my wife went to bed, and she kind of let me know that I needed to like quiet down. So, anyways, okay. So everybody's gonna pass. The Rebs pass. The Union passes, and that is the deal. That is the deal right here. Okay, everybody passes. So let me go ahead and do recovery. A sunshine recovery. There it is. Everybody's recovered. And I am going to, we're going to end this, and let's just take a quick look. And from the northern area of Jackson, they beat down the Union, but look, the Union is still in front of them on the other side of the water, and McDowell's Corps is moving in. And then you move into well, last night I talked about how the rebels they want to split the Corps up. They don't want them to be in the same place, which they're not in the same place, which is good. And then down here, you have these guys that have really, they've taken a beating, but they're still in front of the rebels, and the Union's going to bring reinforcements on. And that's what the situation is down there. 5th Corps, you can see Reynolds in the picture right there, but he's moving slow. He's acquiring fatigue. He needs to get his ass over there. Whole of 5th Corps needs to get over there, because this could get ugly. But like I say, rain turns anytime, 25% chance every time you roll that random event die. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. This is very exciting, and then hopefully when Wifey goes to bed tonight, maybe I can get back in here and play turn 4. And I find it kind of interesting that during turn 2, 3 1-1s came up. That's another thing. The 1-1s come up 3 times during turn 2. They come up, and it's a possible end of turn based on a subsequent roll. But in turn 2, 1-1s are nothing. They don't take effect until turn 3. And here we hit turn 3, and there's no 1-1s anywhere. And that could be devastating because a lot of times the Union won't get as many units move before the 1-1 pops out, and it's like, damn, I only got to move like 3 of my guys, and my rest of my army doesn't get to move because it's a premature end of turn. That's another thing, another variable. All right, I'm John. I'm out. I gotta go do dishes and make the bed and shit, or she'll be pissed. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys maybe as soon as this evening. Who knows? But everybody take it easy. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.